Introducing to you, it includes 49 with 39 wins coming by way of knockout. He is currently ranked the WBA #1 junior warmer. WBA record of 60.
Coggi, a bruising southpaw, described. Steve, I think you're seeing MGM Sportsbook. Randall, a 4.5 manager. Randall 100% focused on this fight, coming off the disputed loss to Chavez, and Coggi winds up on the canvas. Let's see how Coggi retaliates. Is Frankie Randall, the challenger. And Randall comes right back at Coggi. Coggi just looking to duck away.
That right hand is going to be the key all night for Frankie Randall. This fight will not go to distance.
Some were wondering if Randall would come into this with a chip on his shoulder, with an attitude, feeling that he is the dangling carrot for both guys here. Good combination by Randall.
Frankie Randall is a classic boxer, puncher, boxer, counter puncher. He can box, he can punch. He shows incredible
for Randall. Couldn't even relish the upset win over Chavez. Less than 4 months after winning.
Well, he guaranteed us, Randall that is, that he's going to take some time off after this.
Card. One car's in the paint shop, one car's in the shop. Coggi now showing some offense. He comes back at Randall.
A big left uppercut staggered Randall. He walked right into it. He ducked right into it as we saw an earlier fight with Ruelas.
Coggi. Randall again with a hard right.
And he's famous for it, that straight right. He lands it, and it's already been landed. We picked it up a little late. Hurts. You get to see that straight right. That's the Frankie Randall right, the one that dropped Chavez and the one that's been devastating opponents. Took the words right out of my mouth.
That is okay. They took out the underlying scar tissue.
Looking, he's watching for it.
Has been knocked down, but never. Coggi, the champion, in the white with the blue trim. Body shots by Randall.
Well, I can see that all of the referees here in Las Vegas think, you know, that
Coggi, even though everybody like
about it because it's such a
our job. Meanwhile, round 2 continues.
Keep it up in there, keep it up in there.
Coggi not able to get much steam behind those shots because Randall is in too close. And Randall with a combination.
Coggi's fighting off the ropes a lot.
Oh, down goes Randall out of nowhere.
There's that left hand I was talking about. Frank gets him off, we'll see. He's trying to use that left hand. That's his key. Third round. We'll take a look at the knockdown. Coggi working that left hand toward the end of the first round. Bang! Right on the button. He kind of looped it around almost like
in small doses.
Well, they were having a little problem getting the testing down in the back. That's why we couldn't get to the interview.
Hurt Randall briefly.
Difficulty because he's so dehydrated he couldn't get his test done.
Let's get back to the action.
Settle down to a real serious fight right here.
Coggi down 42 seconds into on a look at these shots. Uppercuts by the bruising southpaw, Juan Coggi. Looking to hold on to his WBA junior welterweight championship.
That knockdown may have taken a little more out of Randall than we think. But you know, Randall is a good, seasoned, experienced fighter. And here you see him coming back and Coggi coming back.
Wow. Furious exchange. There's a hard, short, crisp right by Randall.
Drop that head. Come on, fight.
Coggi being rocked on the ropes. Body shots that got Coggi's attention. And now Randall going to the head.
I'll tell you what, there's a tremendous amount of action going on here. This fight can't assume this pace for too long.
Something's got to give at this furious, furious pace, you would think.
Well, Frankie can get good and tired at that pace. Boy, that is some kind of blistering pace.
Oh, a right hand there that knocked
Let go in there.
Coggi's head back. 30 seconds left in the round, and Frankie Randall pouring it on, applying the pressure.
But he's missing most of those punches. That's taking a lot out of Frankie Randall.
I'll tell you what, Coggi's doing a lot of bobbing and weaving and twisting here. He's working his ropes as well as he can. Randall using a lot of energy.
And a lot of low blows.
You saw the
used by this awkward
throwing that punch. Randall's got to adjust and settle in, but he said he's worked with a lot of southpaws. He's fought a few. He's not going to have a problem with it. And early on, it didn't appear to be with just a big left hand.
Randall trained himself for that particular fight.
Well, this is one of the most awkward rounds. but I must say he's really awkward.
You see, he leans, he switches his feet, steps around, and dives in with punches, so that could be very dangerous.
Well, Frankie's going to have to be in some...
Coggi now.
And Coggi's really puffing and puffing. I mean, he came out of his corner breathing hard.
Well, this is a tremendous... You can't hold this forever. It's just too much.
Veterans. Randall prior to his first bout with Chavez was his life turned around. Up until that match, he had never been granted a shot at a world championship. Now he's got a chance for 2 different titles within a year. Randall doesn't want to be known as a trivia question. The man who beat Chavez continued with his success story. Look at this. Randall throwing combinations. Coggi able to come back.
That much. I mean,
Coggi lays a little bit of a trap in here, too, Freddie. Twisty, twisty, twist, turns, and you just keep watching him with a big left hand.
and with his head, we might have another one of those nights.
Uppercut by Coggi.
Coggi just looks tired.
They doled out their fair share of punishment to each other, and I'll tell you what, it's going to take tremendous conditioning to keep this up.
Randall going a little south of the border.
Yeah, there's not been one warning from what I can see since I've sat down. Nothing, and he's really hitting below the ball.
Last round as we begin WBA Junior Welterweight Championship. Juan Coggi in the white trunks with the blue trim, and down he goes.
Look where he all during that last round. He looked very weary. Now he comes back with something himself.
Furious. He wants to end this thing right now. He doesn't want to let Coggi off the hook. But Coggi able to...
Coggi throws ineffective most of the night.
Randall setting himself sharp, fresh.
Little waiting game going on here, too. Rest of the fight. We have, 6 more rounds, 7 more rounds after this fight.
But Randall has other ideas.
The energy that Frankie's got with Chavez, he hangs and hangs and hangs in, so don't wait for him to get tired. But the other guy looks exhausted.
Frankie Randall applying the pressure right above us. In and out off the rope. You like to use...
You can't imagine how hard it is. Nice left uppercut, just too hectic.
Belly of Frankie Randall. Seconds of the 5th round.
Because Frankie's just in charge, which is just his usual right hand to Randall.
Kind of leaning away to a little bit. And in the first round, same thing, Ferdy, and he fell a little slower in the first round.
Scheduled 4-12.
Being very tired, the other guy right on top of him.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of action. They worked here, Ferdy, but it's been...
Oh, look out. There goes Coggi again.
Nothing but excitement.
The Warrior says yes. Bring it on.
He's tough. There's no question.
With his defense, he leans. When he leans with his head back, he gets hit. Got to go down.
Effect on him.
Right on cue.
Another nice right hand. Coggi's got his work cut out for him to survive this.
I mean, would you bet this thing will go 12?
I highly doubt it.
Not right now.
Randall's proving those people, including me, and said maybe just Chavez is the only one he can beat real good.
The same thing.
And to say this has been an eventful, emotional knocks him down in the process. Then Fox married. One day after he gets married, his father passed away. Then less than 4 months after the win over Chavez.
He's the punches and don't get hurt. Every once in a while, sort of big left.
It's not so much that he's pinning Coggi himself into the ropes. He's not being driven there. He's there because he wants to be. That's what's holding him up.
So another big round for the challenger, Frankie Randall-Juan Coggi, and perhaps have another shot against Chavez. And there goes Coggi backpedaling from a Randall punch.
Looked like it was that hard.
No.
Combination off balance, or I'm not even sure what. Delayed reaction.
May have stepped on his foot, too. That added to it.
It looked more like a slip than it did. And then the negotiation ended right there. Look at the punishment that he is absorbing, though. Two right hands like that, nobody should be able to take that. Frank.
Well, Freddie, he's got the range. He just stays inside. He allows the fight to be there, and he shouldn't. He should try.
Where the man is at the end of his limits, but he had
Frankie with a very low blow, and Frankie winced with pain. He'll try anything.
he can't help it.
It happens all the time.
Too close. I don't want to see deja vu all over.
Yeah, no cuts. Let me finish.
Here's Randall again going to the head. In the first, the 5th.
He's taking a little bit of a rest here. He's well in command. I got him ahead by quite a bit. Knocked down. He's got his opponent down 3 times. He's got room to...
Join us a little late, but at the halfway point, Freddie, your thoughts on the score?
Since I didn't keep the prize, if Frankie Randall's not ahead by...
Rover was dead even, and it's all...
Scheduled for 12 for the WB. It has been mostly Frankie Randall, the challenger. And Randall, again, wailing away at the head of... Boy, stinging shots by Randall. That one sent Coggi back.
Now Coggi is so debilitated from all the...
Well, that's really depressing when you have to...
Keep it up, keep it up.
In outstanding shape. Right hand there by Randall, but not much steam behind.
Just to survive.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Bobby. It's not to win, it's just to survive.
Final seconds of the 7th round. Low blow there by Randall. I did that myself. Thanks anyway.
Determination. Frankie's very deliberate, very purposeful. He punches. He's become a really good fighter.
And here's a guy unheralded, relatively unknown up until
After a short flash of good.
This has been a tremendous night of boxing. Unfortunately, we can't get to interview Felix as he's still being tested. The reason we lost Fernie earlier in this particular fight. But Frankie Randall continues to court on. Very busy in the corner of Coggi.
To the head, around the side. He's not using the left hook as much as he should have maybe in that corner, but he's working it right.
If you're just joining us, Coggi has been knocked down 3 times. He's never been knocked out in 71 pro fights. From Argentina.
The one dog in the program because it's a one-way whipping here.
Taking the starch out of Juan Coggi, and he winds out his sails completely. But then again, he's got the big left hand. If he unloads one, you never can tell. Boxing is a strange sport.
And Juan Coggi, junior weight title, going out the window.
That it wasn't really about. And so
Well, this is certainly, you know, somewhat arguable, but you would think Randall has won every round except the round in which...
it's funny to hear Frankie Randall in the corner say, am I winning this fight? As if he didn't know.
That shocked me.
Yeah. No, Frankie, you're not. It's very close.
Perhaps taking notes. Well, Randall says he didn't get carried away being the first fighter to beat Chavez. Look at these body shots by Frankie Randall. And out of the head goes...
Said a minute ago he wasn't using it. Bang, right on the button. Again, left hook, right hand.
That many thought he would lose. That dispute had lost to Chavez. Another shot at Julio.
Chavez, he walked out of the ring. The object of his frustration.
Guy has any desire to win. He's just saying, well, I got to just...
Number 9, just looking at by Randall.
Sometimes for a fighter, there's a pride thing of going the distance.
Very proud Argentinian, a pro since 82, exclusively in Argentina. Yes. His wins have come against Coggi down 3 times, Randall down once in the second. Coggi down rounds 1, 5, and 6. Right hand there by Randall. Back comes Coggi, but once again Randall is pushed back. Coggi soaked and dripping. See, fled. Meanwhile, Randall continues to do his thing here.
Coggi offering up a little bit more offense with the left. Always trying as hard as he possibly can, but it's just a matter of...
And I hope the other guy had both of those punches. Yeah.
Have an effort now. Punch, and I don't think he has that left.
Frankie's got such a beautiful right hand counter.
And Randall down again. Especially with the lack of steam that's remaining on the punches of Coggi. He's got him against the ropes. Coggi fighting off the ropes.
I was talking to Dan Duva earlier, promoter for Main Events, and he said Juan Coggi the big upset winner today. And I thought it was a little bit too much to ask of him, and it certainly looks like it is.
As Randall pours it on.
He took everything out of it.
I believe if Randall's chin held up, even if he got hit that left hand, that he was going to dominate because this guy does not have a great chin.
Pair of 71 pro fights. That's toll on 30. This fight giving in the previous 2 fights.
Absorbing so much damage being down 3-3 the
Perhaps
past couple rounds.
Bobby, the 8th round only because of...
That's as good a reason as any.
That's right up there with the... Hey.
It's a strange thing when you get into a fight.
You're not superstitious or anything. It's a combination by Coggi. Crowd comes alive.
That big left hand started again, landing one.
That's he needs from the champion, Coggi.
We'll give him a minus score.
Coggi actually might be winning this round. The first round he's had since he knocked him.
Back in the second.
You shouldn't have said that so loud, Bobby.
Coggi.
Frankie heard you.
Coggi wobbly, staggered, locked.
Yeah, I guess Frankie did get mad at me because that right hand is landing.
Clean. Now, shots to
us, and all of a sudden he got woken up by all that backfiring.
Wild miss there by Coggi. 7th round.
Oh, another right hand.
Straight on.
Coggi's in trouble.
I wonder if it's broken. All he's got to do is stay.
He's a motivator. In this corner, they're just begging, not motivating him to do anything.
It's like more good times tonight. The years gone by.
Ready for the big one, providing Chavez can get by.
Problems in the past. Laid off, convicted of selling drugs back in 89 on Coggi. Turns things around inside of a year after
I'm sure he doesn't want
need the last round to win the fight. And here, there's no doubt. Coggi with the last gasp.